right, welcome to the beautiful game. That game, of course, was it was a thriller in some ways. Liverpool, of course, winning that game 1-0. Trent Alexander-Arnold was the talk of the town when it comes to what happened yesterday. He came in and 14 minutes from time scored the winning goal with his left foot. Now, in that particular goal, in his 358th appearance, was his 23rd goal for Liverpool. What happens is that the previous 22 had been scored with his right foot. Now, for this particular goal, which was quite very decisive, he scored with his left foot, and it was all about the celebration. He went up to the fans, took off the shirt and all of that. This is amidst, of course, talk about him already agreeing a deal with Real Madrid to transfer to the Santiago Bernabeu next season. Well, if you look at his celebrations, it just shows that his heart is or was still with Liverpool. So it was a good one there for Trent Alexander-Arnold and Liverpool, who defeated, who won that match. It was a 1-0. So let's take a look at the other results in the EPL 4 yesterday. It was Fulham 1, Chelsea 2. Two very late goals. Of course, Pedro Neto with that particular winner later on in the match. Arsenal defeated Ipswich at Portman Road. It was quite a cinch. It was just straightforward. There was a red card for Ipswich in that particular game. Trossard having 2 goals. Great one there with Ethan Nwaneri wrapping up for Arsenal. But this one, I don't know if it's a shocker. It's not a shocker that Manchester United lost to Wolves. Would you call that a shocker? Well, Manchester United, there was 0. Wolves 1. That was even at Old Trafford. And then, like we just saw here, it was Leicester 0, Liverpool 1. Well, earlier on, of course, Saturday, that was the day before yesterday, it was Brentford 4, Brighton 2, Crystal Palace 0, Bournemouth 0, Everton 0, Man City 2, West Ham 1, Southampton 1, and of course, Aston Villa 4. Now, this one, this was a shocker. So my guys agree here with me. Edgar, of course, I might have his take on that particular one, maybe more of the Arsenal one, which I think wasn't the problem. Because now, yesterday, Liverpool could have picked the title. Arsenal would have needed to lose to Ipswich, and then they beat Leicester and they will be crowned champions. But no matter what happens, on Sunday against Tottenham Hotspur, Liverpool will pick the title if they beat them. Now, Arsenal is going to play Crystal Palace on Wednesday. If Arsenal don't win that game, Liverpool are crowned champions even before they kick a ball, right? So, I don't know if Edgar still believes that Arteta is still in the title, in the league race, right? There's still a race, right? Edgar, there's still a race.
I would be dreaming. I'll be dreaming if I say that there is a chance Arsenal can win the title. I don't think any Arsenal fan or anyone would say that Arsenal can win the title now. It's just a matter of when. When will Liverpool win or lift the title? For the Arsenal game, I think it was a very simple, straightforward game. As Arteta was trying to change the front three because, you know, now Mourinho would have to play the midfield when the Champions League is back, and he wanted to probably just try what Trossard and Martinelli will probably do in front. So it was a straightforward game. I think the most interesting one for me this week was Wolves versus Manchester United. I think that was a very interesting game. Beautiful free kick goal by the Wolves player. And to realize that Man U are still where they are, I am super proud. I'm happy that they are falling and they are getting terribly.
All right.
Getting it wrong every time.
Okay, let's take a look at the table. Like we mentioned, 33 matches have been played. And of course, Liverpool are right on top. They have 79 points, 13 ahead of Arsenal. Now, the reason why mathematically is impossible is that 5 matches, by the next time you have 4 matches, which is a maximum of 12 points to be played. And so, if that 13-point gap still remains by the next match, then it's all over. And Liverpool are already champions in waiting, right? So, yeah, we can give them, they can start printing that shirt and all of that and call themselves champions in waiting. But there's still quite a lot of drama when it comes to the top 5. Now, like we know officially, the top 5 can qualify for the Champions League. And England will have 6 teams if Manchester United can win the Europa League. And that's why, as it seems, they've told you that, look, the focus is now the Europa League, because that's how they can get into it. Now, Chelsea, with that win against Fulham, got themselves into that final 5th position. Nottingham Forest will be playing today. Now, they have 32 points. Same points with Chelsea. If they win, they go up 60, even above Manchester City. So that means that Nottingham Forest have a big shout. They need to win today's game and see whether they can go up here. But it means that either Liverpool, Arsenal basically confirmed. Now, Newcastle, Man City, Chelsea, Nottingham Forest, maybe we might have a Champions League next season that will not have Chelsea or Manchester City. Wouldn't that be something that is, I don't know, quite very shocking? Yeah.
And we haven't seen them there for a while. But but a Champions League without Manchester City, it's one of two. It's either you don't see them there and then you can say they are winning the Premier League the next season because they don't have a couple of matches to play, or it's impossible. Manchester City just has to be in the Champions League. They just have to be there.
All right, well, let's just rush up at the bottom of the table here. Leicester was relegated yesterday. Southampton was relegated earlier. So Ipswich, of course, is just waiting for a short while to be confirmed. They will be relegated. West Ham won't go down, but it's all a matter of time. And that you have it, the three teams that will go down in the EPL. Now, let's head over to La Liga. Yesterday, Real Madrid with a late goal, Federico Valverde. Let's take a look at some of the highlights, and then we'll talk about what's happening in the La Liga table. Now, of course, that match ended 1-0. Let's take a look at the results in La Liga. Espanyol defeated Getafe. This was on Friday. It was a 1-0 win. Rayo Vallecano won. Valencia won. FC Barcelona. This was a remontada. That's what people say. That Barcelona, they were remontada. Maybe Real Madrid will need to take a lesson from them. It was a 4-3 against RC Celta Vigo. Mallorca and Leganes played out a goalless draw. Las Palmas defeated Atletico Madrid 1-0. What is happening to Atletico? It's quite a shocker over there. Real Valladolid at home lost 2-3 to Osasuna. It was Villarreal 2, Real Sociedad 2. Sevilla and Deportivo Alaves played out a draw. It was one draw, and then like you saw there, Real Madrid against Athletic Club 1-0. That goal, Federico Valverde, beautiful goal, and Girona, Real Betis. But very, very fast, Edgar. You have 20 seconds. It seems Arsenal, what they did to Madrid now, Barca is using it now, some sort of playing some mind games because they still have a Copa del Rey final against Real Madrid. You think Real Madrid can recover from that loss against Arsenal to beat Barca in the Copa del Rey finals?
To be honest, there's been a terrible season for them so far. I think that is the only way they can shush all their haters. And show that they are still Real Madrid. So I think that is the only thing they can do. Win Barcelona and, you are back on top again. And then you have something good for the season. That's the only way. And they should please stop shouting remontada, and they should open their stadium. Let everybody breathe fresh air, I beg. The remontada. No, they wouldn't concern us with that one.
All right, well, let's see if we can take a look at the table. That's talking about in La Liga, but as we can see, Barcelona have a 4-point gap above Real Madrid, so that's even in the table. But then, apart from the Copa del Rey, 4 points, you think Real Madrid can cover that up, Edgar?
I think that Barcelona are just too good this season. Their attacks, they are brilliant. The defense, they are brilliant. The midfield is brilliant as well. And if you realize, most of the matches they've been playing in recent time, they give like 4 goals in every match. So I don't think they're going to lose at all. I don't think so. It's game over. It's game over. Barcelona wins.
Well, I'll just wrap up with talk about the Serie A. Now, the Serie A, there's going to be drama there. Bologna defeated Inter Milan 1-0 yesterday. That was a loss. And so, Napoli and Inter Milan have the same points. Now, this is what happens. If the season ends with both of them on the same points, normally they would go to head-to-head. But on head-to-head, it was a draw for both games. So what will happen is that if the season ends and both of them will be on the same points, you will play one game, do-or-die game. The winner of that game will be crowned Serie A champion. So there's going to be drama. I want to see that. I've never seen that in my lifetime, where one game will decide the title when both teams finish on top at the same way. So yeah, the Serie A, that's where all the excitement will be when it comes to the title running in Europe. And that's it on the beautiful game. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. There's still more to come on show.